Hi everyone, myself Priyanka. We are moving with our lectures in the theory of computation about the topic push down automata. We have already discussed 4 examples in push down automata. I think you have been having a clear idea about that. So we are moving with our next example to get an complete insight of the push down automata. We are, when doing one by one examples, I am giving you different variations and how the PDA will behave when different types of strings is coming. This is our fifth string or fifth example, that is a raised to I, b raised to j, c raised to k, and I plus j is equal to k, and I comma j comma k greater than or equal to 1. What do you mean by this? I comma j comma k greater than or equal to 1 means at least one occurrence of c, b and a is being demanded, isn't it? I comma j greater than or equal to 1 means this I must be 1 or more than 1. This j also must be 1 or more than 1. K must be 1 or more than 1. That means at least one occurrence of A, B and C is must be checked or is must be in that pattern. Okay. So when next we move to this condition, this is a very important condition, that is I plus j is equal to k. What does it mean? That is number of A's and number of B's, that sum must be equal to what? C. That's the saying by this condition, that is number of occurrence of A and number of occurrence of B, that must be summed and that must be equal to what? C. For example, if A is repeated 2 times and B is repeated 3 times, then our C must be repeated what? 5 times. If this pattern is being satisfied, the PDA says what? Yes. Otherwise PDA says what? No. So that's the pattern we are checking. That is number of A's and number of B's sum must be equal to what? Number of C's. So we can see the complete insight into it when we see the examples. Okay. Now here I am assuming number of A is equal to 2 and number of B is equal to 2 and our number of C's must be equal to what? 4. And always I say when I design or illustrate the PDA's example, we are looking for only satisfying condition. Unsatisfied will be stuck where it is not satisfied. Only satisfying condition will move to the end state. Okay. So now first what we have to do, first pattern in the previous example, when we see W hash W reverse, W can be A and B's combination, but here the PDA says strictly that first A must occur, then B must occur, not this mix up must not occur. So we have to check for only what? First A must occur. If B occurs first, the PDA will be stuck here, it will not move to anywhere. So you must every time check for the A's first. So when A comes, stack stop is Z0, what we insert? A is Z0 like previous cases. And if A comes and in the stack top A, we will insert what? AA. For this, what condition satisfied? This condition satisfied. For this, what condition satisfied? This condition will be satisfied. That is our stack top is Z0. First A comes, we put on that. Next A comes, we would put on the above of that. Okay. So that is said by this condition. Okay. So after this loop, that is this 2 A's are being seen, what we have to check next? We have to check for the B. So before that I will draw the status of the A. Now we are inserting 2 A's, isn't it? Okay, so first A must be checked. We cannot check here B at a time here because the pattern says that first A occur, then B must occur. If we write, for example, here B, for example, if B comes, stack top is A, we insert what? we insert BA. If I write like this here, it will be an error because the mix-up will occur. It also accepts A, B, A condition, isn't it? First A comes, then B comes, then A comes. This condition will be satisfied. So that is a wrong. So we have to check like this. That is, first loop must specify for A. If there comes B, then nothing will move it to the next state. It will be stuck there. Okay. So next, what we are using? Next, when B comes, that is first B comes, stack top will be what? A. So then insert what? BA. That is, A is inserted first, then B. I am reading from the right hand side, but insertion come from the left hand side. Okay. So next B comes, we must put on the above of that, isn't it? So whenever B comes, you must insert B's as such. Okay. Okay, like that. That is only difference here is that first A occurs, then only B must occur. So first whole A patterns must be repeated, whatever A's we have, then B must be. Not mixed up is allowed at first A's, then B. So we are going with the two transition. So next symbol, that is when C occurs, stack top is B, we must mark it as null. So after this will be eliminated, pop from the stack. Here we can take mix up. You can specify it as different transition. For example, you can specify here what C A epsilon you can specify, and also here you can specify what C A or epsilon. This is also correct, but look at here, we have already inserted as such first A, then B's. Then obviously in your stack first you will have B's, then you will have C's. So you must not check again. You not need to draw true transition. If you draw, that is also correct, but it is not needed. You can check as in a loop. C comes, B if C comes, B is on the stack top, make it as null. First all occurrence of B will be cancelled, then only executed what C comes, and stack top is A, make it as null. If you specify with it is two separate transition, that's also correct, but I will say that's not needed because it will increase the complexity of the program. Okay, but we must check when it is inserted. Either we must check here or here. So when the correct procedure comes, when you insert, you must check and then insert. That's okay. So next B comes, it is made as null. Next A comes, it is made as null. Next, that is A comes, because in the stack A, also in the tape C comes, that is made as null. Okay, so here 4 C's and 4 A B sum is 4, so it will be correctly matched, and next will be what? Null will be coming. So if null comes, stack stop is at 0, make it as null, and I am accepting it. Okay, so the difference is that here we must check, previous example difference is that first check for A, then for B, and you must have what? If the both numbers are equal, C will produce what? Correct result. Okay, so for every A's and B, C must be for every A and B, incoming C must be made as null. Okay, incoming C patterns, the stack will be made as null. That's more clear, that is more accurate. So if it is correct, it will be produced, it will reach up to here, otherwise it will be stuck anywhere here. Okay, so that's about the A raised to I, B raised to J, and C raised to K, and I plus J is equal to K. I think you have get an idea. Okay, that's about the topic. You must study the variations in each and every example, then only you will get a complete insights of the PDA. Okay, thank you. We can see with a next example in the next video. Okay, thank you.